Merry Christmas, y'all. It's Sunday morning and it's December the 25th. It is 28 degrees out here, and it's been very cold for the past 4 or 5 days. I'm Rachel. I'm gardening for butterflies on the Alabama Gulf Coast in Zone 9A, and it has been probably the longest stretch of cold that I've ever experienced down here on the Gulf Coast, because this is like day 4 or 5. So I'm so thankful that it hasn't been worse than it could have been. We could have had ice. We didn't. We've had the sun shining, even though it's freezing cold, and I'm just really actually feeling very blessed because I've been watching the news, and so many people have been suffering so much. So I've just been praying for people to stay warm and well fed. I hope y'all are. And I'm so thankful for this day to celebrate Jesus being born. And I'm so thankful that he was born and he came and lived a perfect sinless life, and he died for our sins and for the sins of the whole world. And now I'm just excited about him coming back. But I wanted to show y'all what's been happening in the garden, so let's just take a look. Well, nothing could really survive being down in the 20s for days on end. So the garden is a black, mushy, sad thing. Look at this frozen rose and frozen rosebud. It's funny because next week it's going to go back to being in the 60s and 40s, but you know, for this amount of time everything has been frozen down to the ground. I'm excited because I'm going to use this opportunity, having moved everything, to pull all this up and rearrange. It's going to be totally different. I've got some ideas about how I want to be able to view the garden from this window. Here are some pots that I was not able to fit into the potting shed, but I'm going to show y'all the potting shed. Even the poor passion flower vine has succumbed. Everything's frozen. Also, look at the dirt. I guess maybe this is what they mean when they're talking about frost heave, because it's very crunchy and it's just kind of raised up. So I'm wondering if that's what that is. The bog garden is frozen. There's my little pitcher plant right there. I'm hoping that, you know, even if everything on top of the ground is dead, that maybe the roots are still alive and it'll come back when it's got an opportunity. Oh yeah, the fennel and the peas, they could not handle it. Peas like cold, but they don't like it frozen. And look, yeah, this is a Jewels of Opar, and look, it's turned into a black pile of mush. Now, almost everything in the potting shed is still alive and has not succumbed. I should have videoed it when I first put it in here, because I was so confident that everything would make it in here because I have a little heater running. But a few things have succumbed, even in here, because, well, let me get in closer. I'm not sure if it's because it's dried out. Probably that's not the case. Probably it just was too cold. But you can see right there, the sun patiens, they are very, very delicate, and I'm probably going to need to cut them back. But and then that big coleus, because it's by the window, you know, it's pretty cold right there. But I think everything else is going to make it. It's just looking slightly shriveled, and I can't really. I've got to bring in water in my little watering can because all of the hoses are frozen. But the cuttings seem to be doing pretty well. There are some that are not going to make it, but mostly they're making it. And and my roses, they are so tough. I have a couple of buds on this Sweet Spirit, and then a couple of buds on that Desdemona. But so far, let me zoom out, everything else is still alive, thank God. And hopefully in a couple of days I'll be able to drag it outside, and then they can play outside for a little while. I have more of those stinkhorns, and the shed smells overwhelmingly of their scent. It's kind of that sweet, sickly, rottenish kind of smell, but they're making it. This is that Amistad salvia pot, and this is the decoration. The other night I came out and there was a raccoon in the bird feeder, and I'm pretty sure he was the one that was eating the carrots out of the pots. So I'm very thankful for actually having brought these in, because I think that might be the only way I'm going to end up getting to have carrots grow up and flower, because he's so naughty. He didn't even leave when I was standing there. We were all standing there watching him, and he just sat there chewing and chewing. But I'm so thankful to have all of these plants still making it, and hopefully what I'm going to actually do is, when it warms up, I'm going to drag them all right into the kind of just the front of the potting shed, so that if at some point it gets cold again, I can just drag them right back in here. I'm not going to give up. Never give up. Never surrender. So I hope y'all are having a Merry Christmas, and full of fun and family and food and warmth. And I'll see y'all next week. God bless you. Talk to you later. Bye.